Brian Adams here, the Contractors Contractor. Getting ready to tee off. It is early Friday morning. It's up, but it's a little overcast. I'm actually a little cold, but I can't complain because I've got contractors that I work with and coach all over the country and the world, and they're shoveling snow right now, so I guess I don't get to complain. Last video I told you I was going to share with you the #1 marketing technique, not only for construction companies and contractors, but for any business really. And I also talked about how you need a website or you're not in business, so I want to touch on that a little bit more. But before I get into it, guys, let's get the commercial out of the way. Brian Adams, the Contractors Contractor. I coach contractors and small construction businesses, and I help them gain more profit by sharing all the mistakes I've made in the last 35 years and everything I've learned from that, so you don't have to do it. So let's get into it. So, you know what, leave me a comment on this video, even if you're watching it later on. I'll answer it. If you got any questions about business, hit me up. I'll follow up on that, and we'll talk about it and share this with people. I'm trying to get trying to help as many small companies as I can. These guys are gonna be yelling at me soon. Brian, get over here, tee off. But yeah, the #1 marketing technique for any business is this, and it's very simple. It's you have to satisfy the current client that you have right now. There is nothing more important than that. Nothing. God, I remember down here in Newport Beach, Costa Mesa, California, the very first Planet Hollywood, way back, I think it was the mid-90s or something, but it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, and the other guy from Die Hard. But they went in together and they made that restaurant, Planet Hollywood, and I watched them work on it, week after week, month after month, and we was all excited, waiting for it. They had the big grand opening, and it was a real cool place. All the pictures, it had their little handprints and stuff in the concrete. But the food sucked. It's a restaurant. Give me all that shit to get me in there, but feed me good food. It's a restaurant. There was no reason to go back. So, they built quite a few of them, and I think they're all out of business now. But there is nothing more important than satisfying the current client you have now. Because I talked about you've got to have the videos. We talked about that earlier, but there's nothing more important. There's nothing that's going to help you grow your business more than a video testimonial. Damn, Ryan, you're a speaker. You can't even speak. So that's it. The #1 marketing technique for any business is to satisfy the current client you have right now. So, and let me touch on the YouTube, or not the YouTube, we'll talk about that later on, but if you don't have a website, you're not in business. We talked about that in an earlier video and how important it is. But what I wanted to say is, you pay these guys to build your website, and these guys are graphic artists, they're HTML and website code and internet swabbing, all that stuff, but they're not marketers. They're not people person. They're not a people person. They know how to do it. They just don't know what the website should look like, what should be on the website, what it should look like when someone first arrives at it. And I'll give you, and I've seen websites, and matter of fact, one of the guys watching this right now, I got to help him with his website. But the first thing you want to do is make friends with people. We buy and do business with people we know, like, and trust. And we know, like, and trust people who are just like us. So the #1 thing is you've got to make friends with someone as quickly as you can. You have something in common with everyone you meet. It's up to you to find out what that is. So your website immediately has to say, hello, thanks for showing up. This is me, this is what we do, this is my family, this is the guys that work here, the girls that work here, this people, and all of that. So just don't pay somebody $2,000, $3,000 to build a website, and they don't know what the hell should be on a website. That's why you got to hire me as your coach. Let me work that out for you. And I work with a company, a group that builds websites. They're good at it, and they know what I expect out of them. So if you need that, that's part of my service is I recommend them, but I work with them to make sure it gets done right. So you're making an impact when people visit. Next time, what are we going to talk about next time? forgot what it's going to be. We're going to videos. Let's talk about videos. Well, we already did that. How to hire employees. Now, in fact, shoot me some questions on what you need to do to grow your business, and we're going to touch on that. All right, guys, I got to go tee off. Getting ready to kick some ass. Enjoy the weekend. Later. This video is over. Nothing left to do but click the subscribe button. Thanks, guys.